Dan Tortora here with Elijah Fuentes-Cundiff. And Elijah, for you being a part of this defensive line and kind of growing within it over your time here at Syracuse, where do you feel like you've excelled the most and gotten better, kind of progressing your game?
Definitely added more twitch, more strength to my game. And, I feel more confident than ever.
What is it about this defensive line in fall camp as we head toward this 2023 season that you think is probably the most positive for the line overall?
The chemistry better. We all pushing each other. Everybody on the same page. Come team.
Over the last couple of years, we've obviously seen some guys finish up their time on the defensive line. Do you see any drop-off, or do you feel like that talent's there?
Talent's there all the way. We all pushing each other. Everything's going to be good.
For you, seeing Rocky Long come in here, obviously we know the 3-3-5 was the same under Tony White, but Rocky, with him being a creator of this defense, just are there any differences that you've seen from him? Any maybe tweaks that he's put on it?
Nothing really different. He's a good dude, and he got us in the best condition. I'm excited for the season.
What do you like the most about Rocky Long and the way that he coaches?
He's always honest. And he pushes you to be the best version of yourself.
Did you think that you would have somebody that's been such a pioneer of a defense ever coach you?
Nah, which makes it more of a blessing.
So when he gets to kind of spend some time and work on some intricate parts of it, what have you taken away from maybe some of those one-on-one conversations with Rocky?
Definitely my knowledge of the game. He's helping me understand it more and play fast.
The 3-3-5 for you, is it something that's gotten comfortable up to this point, seeing three up front?
Yep.
What's
comfortable over the years. I feel like we all play fast.
What's the benefit of having three sets of hands in the dirt instead of four? Do you think there's a benefit of having one less guy up front?
It's more of a benefit because we're not always in one spot. We always move around, which makes it more explosive, makes us more explosive as a defense.
When you have to be kind of patiently impatient when camp comes around, what did you do to get yourself prepared over these last few months in between spring and fall camp?
Spent a lot of one-on-one time with Coach, worked on my craft, and paid attention to the little things that I had to grow from last season.
And when you said you spent a lot of one-on-one time with Coach, what coach?
My position coach.
Okay, and then what you can say about what he's done for the defensive line?
He's done a lot. He's made sure we're all on the same page, and our game is just growing day by day.
How does he kind of get his message across to you when it comes to the way that he wants things to be done? Is there something unique that you get from your position coach?
He always pays attention to detail. If we do a drill, he wants to see our feet work, for example. He has us pay attention to that and go from there.
We've had some guys obviously go in the transfer portal. How do you kind of make up for having some of those players that would have had another year in this defense come back this season? How do you make up for that?
We have phenomenal players in the past, but it's next man up. So whoever has to fill in that role, we make sure we push. Make sure they're all on the same page.
Looking at your story specifically, Elijah, what were some moments of adversity that you kind of lean back on when you have a tough day at camp or you have a tough game? What's something that you kind of maybe remind yourself of, hey, if I got through this, I can get through anything?
Mainly think of family. I come from a family full of people who've been through a lot, so that keeps me going because I know they're not going to just back down from it. So that's what pushes me through adversity.
Do you have a favorite moment at Syracuse so far?
NC State, when everybody ran on the field. That was a good memory.
That was a good memory. That's your favorite so far?
Favorite. Yep.
What do you see from this year's team that makes you believe that we can have more of those memories?
Us all pushing each other, and then as you see practice, we all trying to hit something. So that's what we need. That's what's going to get everybody on the same page and want to win.
You came to Syracuse, hindsight 2020. Would you do it all over again? And what do you think about that decision to be here?
Do it all over again.
And why do you feel like this continues to be the right fit for you?
I still see the same opportunities to this day, and I'm going to keep going.
Before I let you go, defensive line-wise, who are some of the guys individually that you feel like have really pushed you to get the best out of yourself?
My guy Caleb, of course, Terry Lockett, Dennis Jacquez, Kevin Jobity, almost everybody in the room, honestly. They're going to make me the better version of myself.
When Caleb Okechukwu decided to come back, just what that meant to you and the whole deal?
It meant a lot because I see him as a big brother. So he's always pushing me to be the best version of myself. And he another person that helped me through adversity.
How has he done that?
We had a lot of one-on-one talks, and he just told me to, keep going, know your worth, and that made me very strong as a player.
Do you feel like you'll have a shot to be on the Mob podcast now?
We'll see. I'm hoping, but hopefully.
Elijah, a final note here. 3 words to describe the player and the person that you've become up to this point.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 words for you to describe yourself.
Humble, hardworking, and I see myself as a little bit of a leader.
You say a little bit of a leader. How can you become more?
Definitely speaking up more. Mentioning something if somebody's like slacking, and just pushing my other teammates like how they push me.
And just what you want to say to Syracuse fans, to Orange Nation, as we get set for the season, why they should come out and see you in the Dome?
I'm gonna give it all I got, win or lose. And I'm confident we're gonna win almost every game. So I'm gonna give it all I got for you guys. And I'm gonna leave it all on the field.